Brand India, like India, means different things to different people. We are, in a sense, not even a country, we are a continent. And while we may seem like a young country, we are actually an 8,000-year-old civilization. So truly, the perception of India varies from where people see it from and what their interaction with India is. People see us as a rich culture, as an old culture, and also at the same time a country which is rapidly trying to modernize. And this is an impression we have created, especially at Davos, at the World Economic Forum over the last 10 or 12 years, where India has raised its visibility. And I think the India Brand Equity Fund has contributed significantly to this. IBEF played a role when India got branded here and has continued to hold this brand up. So in that sense, I think this has been a very good vehicle for us, the World Economic Forum. But there is also an impression that India is not doing enough to tell people about the good things going on in India. Because we are a democracy with a free market, with the free media, we tend to hear much more of the negative stuff than we hear of the good stories, because there is a lot of good going on in India. So my perception about India is that at this moment, like the rest of the world, we face some challenges. But at the same time, in the medium term and the long term, we are an outstanding opportunity, both for investors as also for consumers. So we are uniquely positioned in the world today to take advantage of both the demographics of India and also the global opportunity due to geopolitics, due to currently being the most peaceful and the most prosperous time in the history of mankind. Like India, the Indian economy is also fairly complex. We've passed through various periods in the recent time. When I'm saying recent time, I'm talking about the last 400 or 500 years. From being one of the most globalized nations in the world. As you know, at the end of the Mughal period, India as a single nation had 21% world trade, to the end of the British era when we had only 1% world trade. So, and that is a cycle we are now trying to turn around. So, especially in the last 20 years, India has done a fairly outstanding job of freeing up the Indian individual and freeing up the Indian enterprise. And both have demonstrated their capability and their initiative to turn India into a global nation. And the tools and the methods of communication today make it easier for us to talk to people. So I think that's something we need to focus on as we evolve, as we open up our economy, as we make good policy, or we draw back from policy which was interfering. I think this is a message which needs to go out to the world. I see us facing a bit of a challenge over the next 12 to 24 months, as is the rest of the economy, especially North America and Europe. But I do think we will still continue to be an island in the rest of the world, in the sense that our growth will be higher than the rest of the world, barring China. And beyond this period, I think we will begin to accelerate again to growth rates of 9% or higher, which are not just a need for the country, but also an absolutely outstanding opportunity for investors worldwide. At the forum, India's impression has again gone through ups and downs. As you know, first when the India Everywhere campaign was launched by IBEF, India got noticed very, very much by countries from across the world, by significant decision makers. In fact, many other countries then wanted to follow India's example. Since then, of course, we've gone through our own challenges, and the world has actually pointed a finger and said India needs to do more to be a major player in the world, because we are now seen as an emerging player which will become a major player in the next few years. And the other good thing that I think we've done is set up this India Adda. This is an outstanding initiative where people can come in and congregate, come and have a chat, and get this Indian atmosphere of eating samosas and gulab jamuns and dhokla. And at the same time, it's a showcase of some of the Indian products.
Thank you, sir. Thanks a ton for your time.
Thank you.